So the Centerpoint CP400, this is a sweet crossbow. I had one for about a month and I ended up getting rid of it because it wasn't shooting as accurately as I wanted. But I found out afterwards that the problem was not the crossbow. The problem was the fact that I was shooting out of a Caldwell Lead Sled 3. That's the one where when you shoot, it's a pretty solid thing. It has a big screw in the front, a little screw in the bottom and the back, and it basically tries to absorb most of the energy, and that doesn't let the crossbow kick the way that I think it needs to. There's another Caldwell that's popular that has a thumb screw that you can turn, and that changes your elevation, but it also has a spring built into it, so when you shoot, it can kick back a little bit, I think more naturally. Maybe a crossbow would shoot better out of that. But what happened was I got rid of the CP400, I bought a Raven R29, and I was still having accuracy issues. And I had those issues, and that made me even order custom fire knock bolts from Borkholder Archery to try to solve my problem. But my problem didn't get solved until I stopped using the lead sled and I started using the bipod that I make. And maybe any bipod would work just fine, but I was using the one that I make. And then when I started using a bipod, my factory bolt groups got nice and tight like they should be, and the custom bolts got even tighter, and like I got a really small group the way that it should be because I was using the bipod. I think that lets a crossbow kick more naturally. Now let's take a look at the stats from the Centerpoint CP400. First, here's some pictures of the Centerpoint CP400. It is a pretty cool looking crossbow. You do have an adjustable buttstock in the back. This thing has a little bit of play to it. I don't like that. It does not affect the accuracy of the crossbow or how it shoots or anything. It's just a little bit annoying. The foot stirrup does double as a bipod. That's cool, but it's kind of massive. I don't like the size of the foot stirrup. If you have the Centerpoint CP400 and you have the one with the crank, let me know because I might have an alternative for your giant stirrup in the front here. Another angle on the CP400. And with this, you are getting Raven's helicoil cams. You're getting Raven style limbs. One company owns Raven and Centerpoint. They are sharing this technology, so it is super narrow. This is advertised to shoot 400 feet per second. Mine shot 398 feet per second. Maybe with another chronograph, it would have hit 400 feet a second, but to me, that's good. Very close to advertised numbers. The rear angle, you just pull up this lever. Now, mine had a little plate in the bottom here that was supposed to either lock this in place or make it to where it was adjustable. But what it actually did was it either made it so you could remove this or it made it so that it would stay on. So something was weird with that piece. It wasn't built quite right, but not a huge deal. Side view, other side view, pretty cool top view, angle view, other angle, and we're back to the beginning. Let's get down to our stats. 400 feet a second, 142 foot-pounds of energy, enough energy for anything you're going to hunt. 10.5 inches wide uncocked, a very narrow 6 inches wide ready to fire. Helicoil technology from Raven. You're getting a scope with it. It's a scope that has the same reticle as a standard Raven scope, so it's basically the same thing. I don't like those scopes. Everything's too close together and everything's too small. This says you're getting two 20-inch arrows. When I got mine, it came with 3. So check eBay. If you're going on eBay, check out the new crossbows. I would maybe stay away from used ones. Look on Amazon. I would try to get one with 3 arrows. That's kind of crappy if you're only getting 2. Detachable quiver. If it's the same quiver that Raven has, it's a pretty nice setup. I do like it. And you do have your folding stirrup. That is a stirrup and a bipod, and you can use it as a hanger. It does not lock into any of the positions. So just so you know that. It's weird to me when a crossbow doesn't have anti-dry fire and auto safety, but there's still a few out there that don't. 5-year limited warranty. That's pretty good. When I owned this crossbow, it felt extremely solid. There were no build quality issues. It was one of those crossbows that has a solid feel. Let's get to some more stats. Product weight, 7.1 pounds. That's about average. Length, 31.75 inches. That's not counting the foot stirrup if it's extended. It's going to be a lot longer in that case. That's about average for length. 6 inches wide, 10.5 uncocked. About 400 feet per second, 200-pound draw weight. So there is a decent amount of draw weight to it. 13-inch power stroke. Now down here they're saying 29 inches. That might be with the stock in all the way, and then maybe 31.75 with it out all the way. So about an average length. If you want to kick the tires a little bit more on this crossbow, there's a link in the description below that'll take you to Amazon. You can check it out on there. Before you buy it on Amazon, make sure you check eBay too. Once again, if you're buying something on eBay, I recommend going with something new and not used. Thanks for checking out the video. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below, or you can email me at info@backyardbroadheads.com. And be sure to check out these other crossbow review videos.